so one of the things that I want to cover at the beginning of the class today is the types of drawings that you guys are likely to encounter and what they are, okay? So you guys might want to take a little bit of notes on this because this is something that would be very easy to generate a quiz on. Hint, hint. Okay? All right, so one of the drawings that you guys have already seen is called the site plan. Okay? Now the site plan, it can come in a lot of different sort of varieties. Your particular site plan has certain information on it. And so there's a broad range of information that can be on a site plan. But a site plan is generally going to show the project site boundaries, the property boundaries, okay? Where are the extents of where you're going to build. So, property lines. Right. Site plan can also show things like trees, walkways, roads, walls, major geographic features, things like major rock outcroppings or something like that. It can show terrain or topography. Okay? And there's many, many other things that a site plan can show, but these are, some of the stuff that you're likely to see. And these are all things that I believe are on your site plan. So I think this is one of the site plans right here. If I open it up, we can verify what all that is there. And on this site plan that you guys were given, there are walkways, stone walls, topographic lines, trees, and a property boundary. So a lot of that stuff that's up there is on this site plan that you guys have already been given. All right? A second type of drawing that you're likely to encounter is a floor plan. Now you guys have already been sort of learning what a floor plan is in the digital class, but I'm going to give you my synopsis of it. All right? So a floor plan is a horizontal slice, okay? A horizontal slice through the building, removing the roof and the walls, okay, and looking down at a given elevation or a given floor level. So if you have, like, this building is 2 stories, right? Oh, I'm sorry. And it's at approximately 4 feet above the ground looking down. That's a key element of this. So imagine if I was a giant, right? A big, huge giant. And I took a saw. First I measured the whole building all the way around at 4 feet. And then I took a saw and I sliced off through that cut. And then I took the entire roof and walls and everything that I cut through and I took it off. And I looked straight down. That's what a floor plan is. Okay? So it is a horizontal slice, approximately 4 feet above the finished floor of a building, looking down. And floor plan is going to contain things like doors and windows, or openings. So it could be windows or openings, right? It probably will contain something like furniture and fixtures. So fixtures are basically kind of furniture type things that don't move. All right? Oftentimes you should be learning, or you should be learning in the digital class, and oftentimes you'll note that if there's something that's overhead, you would show it as one type of dashed line, and if there's something that's beneath something that you're looking at, you would also show that as a different type of dashed line. Okay? So those are a variety of simple things that might be in a floor plan. Okay? Now, the next drawing that I want you guys to be aware of is called a section view. All right? And the section view is a vertical slice through the building with one part moved away looking in. So if I was a giant and I sliced through this building right here, how many floor levels would it show? Show the bottom floor, the first floor, and then this floor. Would it show a roof?
Yes.
Yeah, because I sliced through the roof, right? So you would have the ground floor, our floor, and then a roof above it. Now what if I went over to the middle of the building and I sliced through the middle of it? What would it show there?
Only the floor and the ceiling.
Well, if you think about what's up, you guys have all been to the middle part of the building, right? So there's a bridge that goes across, so you would see the bridge,
The elevation.
right? So I'll actually, I'm sorry? So if we take a look at that, it might, the section up at that middle part might look something like this. There's a bridge kind of in the middle, right? And then there's a floor level, and I believe there's some stairs and a higher level. And so it's going to have a glass wall here and a glass wall here. Okay? So that's what you might see in section in the middle. Whereas here, right, the section might look more like this. It might be a wall, the ground floor, our floor, and the roof. And then there might be some windows in there. And this side of the corridor has high windows, and you would even see the corridors. Okay? So that's kind of the difference between the two. But it's a vertical slice looking in, and it shows you information of top to bottom relationship. Are you guys timing it?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Any questions about sectional view? The last type of drawing is an elevation, which some people have heard referred to as a facade. All right? So the facade of a building is the plans that you were given when you built, or the elevation of a building were the drawings that you were given when you built this cube. You were given the south elevation, the north elevation, the east elevation, and the west elevation. If you look at those drawings that were passed out to you, right? So those are and they're flattened. They don't show depth. They don't show perspective, I should say. Okay? Any questions about that? So those are the types of drawings that you're likely to encounter. So your elevations might look like this. So you would have the north, the west, the south, and the east elevation, and then would have the doors and windows and openings and all that stuff on each of the faces. Okay? All right, stop the video.